hard not to be doxxed. So I went to a nondescript beach in the middle of fucking nowhere, which is still pretty nice, admittedly, but is at least relatively close to the places I actually wanted to show. But for the most part, I'm just going to be sticking in this car while I talk about random stuff and things. But this is still kind of exciting for me. I have no idea if the internet's going to keep up, or whether or not anyone can even see this stream, but the vibes are at least there, and I'm going to be trying to at least kind of show off where I'm, on vacation and stuff. Hi, Jason and Moon and Azareth. I forgot that I modded you, Azareth. But yeah, what's up? Swarm of nails, that's nuts. Anyway, how's everybody doing this fine day of days? I look like an insane person talking to myself in my car, but at least it's relatively soundproof enough where I don't think anybody's going to judge me while I'm in here. But I am officially streaming from not my house. This is the first time I think I've done this, so what's good? Get to stream in his car. It's true, I've been evicted. I lied. I actually don't have a house. I broke into that last one that I was at, so I've just been streaming directly from my car. Which is not even my car. I had to borrow my dad's car, which is technically my grandpa's car, but that's a whole other can of worms. The hair looks nice. Thanks. Appreciate it. I hope everybody's having a relatively good day. This is going to be like always. Unfortunately, I didn't bring the maid outfit with me because I don't need the people of Hawaii to judge me. But we will continue on with our maid outfit streaks later. I decided this would make up for it by doing a special little, like, yo, what's up, we're outside stream, though it's kind of like not really an outside stream. Please thing on my what? Just found a shiny. Very nice. Good stuff. I bought myself a headlamp today for work. Got the cheapest one, Royal King hat, 35. It switches between battery operated and USB-C charging. Nice. I've been considering getting a new laptop because the laptop I've been using is kind of ass. So that, and I also found out that apparently my phone is worth about as much as the laptop. Don't know why that is or what universe we're in where that's a thing, but if I were to go buy like a Mac or something, it'd be like $1,000, which is really weird. But I hope everybody's at least having a relatively good day. Song on background? No, I don't have the capacity to do that on this stream. I'm in a car. But I might, like, walk outside and show you some water or something. People are going to probably judge me regardless, depending on how that goes. I think I saw Karma in here. I hope you're having a relatively fun time. But, as always, our stream today, our goal is to reach $50. Maybe it'll be all Canadian like it was last time. I think while I'm only doing the one stream, I'm going to start that competition. Who donates more, Canadians or Americans? Raising Canes. Hey, Cat! Looking very magenta today. I mean, kinda. This is, like, one of my favorite shirts. This is the head shape challenge happening. I feel like it's going to make your stream go viral. Never. Yeah, glad to see you again. Glad to see you again, too. I found a hella cheap laptop. No, I have an iPhone. So I have one of the newer iPhones because I upgraded. So technically speaking, it's not worth the same because I didn't pay the same. But, like, I've been mulling over the idea of getting that laptop. It's just one of those things where, like, it's still tax season. And I don't think I can, like, I don't think it'd be a smart idea. Why are you in a car? So I got evicted. No, I am doing a IRL stream. So for those of you, hopefully none of you are smart enough to figure out where I am, but like I'm on the islands of Hawaii. So as you can see, there's just like a bunch of water. This is actually one of the beaches that I used to frequent when I was in high school, mostly because it's near enough. I say near enough because I don't need anybody judging me on where I actually did go to school, but like it's somewhere that I've always kind of driven past. I assume Metathon is on pause. No, we'll resume it tomorrow probably, but like as of right now, I guess not. Intrusive thoughts win? Yes. Blood's eyes are beautiful. Thank you. I was going more for the hair today, but like I'll take that. My way to you. Damn! No! Wait! Rainbow so we could find my what? Oh well. Anyway, it's a really nice beach. Like, the water's always really clear in Hawaii, and I forgot how fucking humid it is all the time. I bought, like hot clothes, like, warm clothes. Probably wasn't the smartest idea, but anyway. All things considered, like, it's a very nice beach. There are very nice things happening in this general area. I have a meeting at 7 EST, so hopefully I can pop in for a bit. Hopefully. I don't know. These streams have been playing. I've been playing fast and loose with these streams because I don't really know what else to do. Hey, Patty, thank you so much for the €2. Yeah, euros. Do English count as Canadians or something else? I mean, to be fair, if the English wanna take it, then they can. Distance. Oh God, is that a lighthouse mecha running at full speed? Just saying, Ark. One day, you and me, best friend vacation. Like we go somewhere. That was what the con was supposed to be, but things fell through because, you know, stuff. Hi, Dutch. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I don't know how the viewership's going to be for this. I don't even know if it's, like, connecting properly or if anyone can even hear me, but, like, the vibes be vibing. I'm just having a relatively... I realize now that there's just the word fat written on that cinder block over there. Don't know what to do with that, but I hope everybody is at least doing better than whoever wrote that was down. I don't know. It's better Messi or Ronaldo. I don't care. I don't know who either of those people... Well, I know who those people are, but not really. What's going on? It's an IRL stream today. I mean, amazing day thanks to you. Aw, I'm glad. I'm trying to keep up with my streams while I'm gone, because when I'm in Korea, I probably won't be streaming at all, so at least some content is better than no content. This was a really weird thing to explain to my father why I needed the car, because, you know, there was only one car available. That's why your shout-out is to donate. Very true. If you want a shout-out, give me $500 right now. Unless you're Karma, then 50 will do, and I'll shout you out with the best of my abilities. You ever see the Apothecary Diaries? I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen it. No Korea streams? Yeah. Well, maybe. It depends on how busy I actually am while I'm out there. Like, I'm going to want to enjoy my vacation without having to worry too much. I might do a vlog. You never know. Best vacation to Japan to talk to Toei. Take our guns. Is it a good show? Pounds Not Euros. They're somewhat similar looking. I don't know. They're all the same to me. Literally use a Chromebook. Your laptop is definitely better than mine. I don't really know what a Chromebook is. It might be. I have like a Dell, I think. It's like a Dell laptop. It functions, but it's not like the best. And especially if I'm going to be traveling where shit's going to be fucked, I'm going to at least hope for that. I thought somebody was knocking on my window for a second. I was so scared. I'm like, I'm sorry. Is streaming illegal here? I don't know. There are a bunch of people just kind of hanging around. I do see somebody who's just in their car, but I don't want to give too much attention to them. Speaking of all the ham fam, I say we would like a vlog of your journey. I mean, I don't see why not. I will try. But hello to everybody popping in. I hope you're having a good day. We have another Matthew, as opposed to the regular Matthew, the blue Matthew. Also, happy April Fool's Day to everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Chromebook is a computer made by... No, I know... Wait, I thought that was an Apple thing. Apple Chromebook. No, Google Chromebook. Something Chromebook. I don't know. I never paid much attention to it. I'm 25. I'm promoted. Very nice. Joined the Discord server yesterday. Ooh, nice. Good stuff. I'm glad. What's funny is I also recently found out that my mom watches back on these streams. I literally walked into my mom's room because I was like, hey, you know, what are we, like, what's the plan for dinner? Because, you know, it was like getting around 6-ish and I'm like, damn, we should all eat. And I saw her watching the stream back that I did yesterday and I'm like, you don't have to do that. Please don't do that, actually. Apple Chromebook is Google. Oh, MacBook versus... Why would they make two of those? Why would they name both of them after books? I feel like that's just sort of a waste of time. You know, against self-promotion? Me? I'm against other people self-promoting in my page when it's not, like, warranted. Like, if I ask you about it, hey, excited for the weekend parent stream, let's get these donations rolling. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate it. 15 and he's 25. Technically, I've been both, so... but thank you so much, Karma. Appreciate it. We're now $8 away from our goal, which continues whatever the fuck we end up doing. Hasn't had a unique idea in a while. That's fair. Somebody banned my pick as a cat. I'm not giving you mod unless either you pay for it or you, like, you know, are actually decent at your job. I would mod Karma because Karma is at least, you know, relatively a positive presence. If you're just gonna spam give me mod, then you can get fucked, my dude. What's happening here? So it's like a real life stream, sort of. I might step outside because it's getting really hot in this car. There's an old Japanese man over there. I don't know if I want to get judged by him specifically, but at least I can pretend like I'm on the phone. How much we talking for mod? 100... Actually, wait, what was it? It was like, I don't know. I'm going to say like 100 USD. We're going to walk outside for a second just so I can pretend like I know what the fuck is going on. I'm going to get a little bit quieter. I don't know what any of this sounds like, but lock my... So, fun fact, that car is a push button thing. Confused the ever-loving fuck out of me. I tried for 5 minutes to get out of my house. But as you can see, other than my abhorrent hairline, we are outside. This place is beautiful. Everybody subscribe to this man. Please do. It was $500 before. He is giving you an 80% discount. Well, not anymore. Now it's $500. Actually, it's $500 specifically for my name is Cats or whatever the fuck. Anybody else? $100. Oh, there's like a tour bus thing. I wonder if they'll think I'm local. I hope not. Hold on, let me... As you can see over my shoulder, they're doing their best. Where are you right now? I'm in Hawaii. I forgot that how nice it's, like, smells out here. Like, the water specifically. It doesn't smell like I'm about to die of, like, several different diseases. But like, here's a close, not through the camera or through the window vibe. Hey, Karma. If I had time, I'd happily offer you, but I have a million appointments this year. That's fair. I mean, it's mostly just looking over the stream. It's the same reason why Art got his mod role. Like, Art got mod because he watched over me while I was doing my sleep stream because people were being real weird real quick, which, to be fair, is a lot of what my YouTube stream is. But, I mean, if you want the power, it's yours. I feel like you've at least, other than the donations, which are appreciated, I feel like you've done enough in the community to kind of give that vibe. Now I'm just walking around with a haircut. Hi, Clark. How many subscribers do you have? Like 205,000. Something like that. I don't know, a lot. They're freaks at the worst times. That's true. I feel like people just be freaky for one reason or another. I'll be staying in Hawaii about 2 weeks. So I'm going to be around here mostly because it's where my parents are. And we're all preparing to go on a different trip outside of this. Cute, it was good. I have 26 subscribers. Unfortunate. I mean, just keep working at it, honestly. I was stuck at like 12 for the longest time. Fun fact about my early YouTube days, I made a bunch of accounts to subscribe to me so that I would have an even 50. Not my proudest moment, but honestly, I'm not really sure what happened to any of those accounts. I think most of them got deleted. If you don't chat, bye Moon. Do you have a Twitch? I do, twitch.tv/Hamasamakun. Start wearing eyeliner, I'll send a picture in the server when I can. Very nice. But as you can see, there's just like a bunch of boats and like other things. There's some nice water. This is all the things that I, a person who's never gone outside, get to experience while I'm out here. I don't know if you can even hear me personally. The viewership is going down, so I'm assuming that you don't like me being outside, which is a little unfortunate because that's kind of this entire stream. J-Man, I'm not going to shout you out unless you pay me. Nobody ever subscribed to this person. I hope that their entire career fails. Like feeling trapped when I was 17. 17, my guy. Dude, I'm 25 and I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I do see a little dog near the car, so now if I do end up walking over there, that's going to be really confusing. I'm hoping that they just assume that I'm like on FaceTime with somebody. As for where's my maid outfit, at home, because I was not going to do an IRL stream wearing that. What are you doing? Just kind of chilling. Oh, I just realized we're at exactly 50. Thanks, Mama. I guess for the rest of the stream we'll do, if we manage to get another 50, I'll drive to a different location and show off more of what my life is like. Because this is just like a small piece of it, if I'm being perfectly honest. Your boy has honestly a lot going on. Where's your beanie? Also back at home, weirdly enough. Wait, speaking in all caps, you can hear me over the wind. Is the wind bad? Oh shit, okay, so probably the wind volume. I guess. That was water. There we go. All right. I'm hoping that the audio is much better as I sit inside here. There are some people over there that just seemed kind of confused as to what the fuck I was doing. They're still outside my car, but it is what it is. Anyway, sand out of your shoes stream. To be fair, I'm wearing sandals right now. I didn't have to worry too much about it. What's the temperature like? Very fucking hot. Do you play any sports? Well, I did air riflery, and I partially did judo when I was in high school, mostly because my friend convinced me to do it, and then he stopped doing it, and I was stuck for like a round or two, and then I quit too, because I didn't want to get thrown around all the time. Not even, it was not in a sexy way. Curiosity, how many shorts do you pre-record for your trip? Not as many as I should have. To say modding YouTube on phone is easier than I expected. To be fair, you just pretty much delete people from existence. How do you learn to do cartwheels? Martial arts, oddly enough. So I was taught how to do that because it was part of like tricking, quote unquote. Just dropping in after a while, I started missing you. You just started missing me, homie? What? You should miss me all the time I'm not around. Me, you're not in your house. I just got back into your walls. Well, that's unfortunate because I'm not even home. Existence denied. Exactly. Either way, I don't know if anybody heard what I was offering before. I'm kind of just streaming here for a little bit, but if you guys want me to drive to a second location and show you more of like ham fam tour, I guess like ham tour, if that makes sense. If you want to see more ham tour, then I guess we'll set that at another 50. If we reach 100 for this, that kind of is like that's more than I need for today to do much of anything, especially since yesterday was such a good stream. The first stream I missed. I see. But yeah, so I could drive to a secondary place, mostly so I don't burn to death in here. Resort to eating your insulation for nutrients. Have you considered maybe like getting a food? Man, if it was looking forward to made Hamasama out of the town, I am not going outside in that thing. I hope you know. One time somebody paid me to answer DoorDash with that thing on, but I also had the horse mask, which was like a whole other weird thing. Blessed rest of your day. Thank you. Is your favorite restaurant? So there's a restaurant around here called, it's not so much a restaurant. It's more like just a burger joint. I would say that it's like a burger joint. But it's called Teddy's because they only do burgers, but like it was my favorite burger place growing up. Still really love it. But I've also heard that it's gotten like super fucking expensive, so I don't even know how any of that's gonna work out. Oh my god, it's hot as fuck out here. Hold on. Turning this. Why did I choose the one car that's just on fire? I'm just gonna keep talking so that nobody can hear the sound of the radio, which Are you serious? Dog, open the window! Ah! Ah! Fuck's sake. There we go. Oh, sweet merciful Neptune. Okay, cool. Now I can survive a little bit. Reviews sometimes remind me of Korean beef. To be fair, we are both Korean. I do not play hockey. It's been freed. Slightly. Yeah, I tried Jollibee, but it sounds good. I've never been to Jollibee, but like there is one around here somewhere. I'm kind of curious how it tastes, because I see those like videos all the fucking time talking about it and like showing off the chicken and like the skin and the rice and whatever, and it also do spaghetti. So it passes immediately, saw another one of your videos. It's a sign. You should have stayed. No rodents left. Unfortunate. It's the most underrated fast food place. Sonic, I guess. Home root tabletop RPG set in the Star Wars universe. Medical droid destroyed switches. What? Healer else. 2 and 10 and pay attention to the road. I'm not driving right now. I'm just sitting here. I'm sitting here and enjoying the sweet Hawaiian breeze, mostly because sitting in this car, as I've remembered from, you know, living here, is basically impossible. What's the best D&D character you've played? I don't really know. I've had like a handful of D&D characters. They're not like good mechanically, but they're really fun to just be. I don't know. I'm a big roleplay focused DM / D&D player, so that's all I ever really do. Live in Hawaii? I used to, not anymore. But yeah, I guess for the rest of stream, our goal is 100. If somebody donates 50 more, I will go and show you yet another place that I grew up at. I might even show you my high school, who knows. To be fair, my high school is not super entertaining. It is mostly just the fact that they got a new track, as far as I know. Any chance to go to New York and make a reservation at the Nona's Kitchen, you should go and stream it? I don't see why not. So you pronounce my name? Egan? I want to say Egan. $40. $40 for what? Moderators run your channels. Banned from going live because the chat was reporting mods and not me. Trust my mods, but they had personal feuds with the chat. I mean, I trust my mods not to be stupid, so. Let's play the greatest game of D&D ever played. Very nice. Karma did 60 already. Well, so that's 60 Canadian. It's 50 right now, so it's 50 in total. Inspired is frequently copyrighting the same character inspired by Adam Savage. No, I don't object to that. After you got off stream yesterday, I think I had pasta. It was like a cream pasta. It was good. I was like, oh, thank you, Bones. Which is your one favorite Epic the Musical song? I like Suffering. Suffering is a good song. Mostly because I suffer all the time, but that's neither here nor there. Somebody just drove by really on a moped. Missed the CA? What's CA? Peeking. Oh, yeah, CA. Because Fireball like heat. How fucking dare you? What's your advice for a new DM? Don't take it too seriously. It's just a game. I don't know. 100 donos. Yeah. Yeah, it just says CA. Canadian dollars, worth slightly less than American dollars, because apparently the American dollar is doing real well, even though America itself is doing real bad. I do find that I think the yen is also doing really poorly, so like a bunch of people are going there. 60 Canadian is 41.97. Really? Wait, then how did we get 50 then? I don't get that. It's Florida like right now? I don't know. Just these like 130 to our 1. I mean, to be fair, as of right now, Canada kind of has it. Canada's currently winning out on the Hamas Favorite Award. Though, to be fair, Canada, while guilty of a lot of things, is only slightly better than the U.S. I don't know what the point of that statement was. I feel like that was just kind of a non-issue. It's an online Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. What's funny is I did compete in actual Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments when I was in high school. Did not do very well with the ladies, but hey, if anybody wants that sick boyfriend experience based solely around Yu-Gi-Oh, $50. To be fair, I did actually sell like a boyfriend experience package on Twitch like a long ass time ago. It was like, it might have been like 100. I think it was like 100 for me to text you good morning every day just because, like, why the fuck else? Personalized hellos. Hama Canada tour. I don't know where the fuck I would even, like, I don't know what's even in Canada. I have like a handful of people that I know that live there, but nobody that I would actively stay with. Born in Canada. Right now I was born in Toronto, but now I live in the Nova Scotia. Hopefully one day. To be fair, if I have to abscond from this fucking place, then maybe. Toronto. You... Opinion on Kalini Martini? Isn't that the fucking person from, like, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Oh, wait, no, that's Colin Mockery. Hi, Cassandra. You maybe kind of had some still report. Thought I'd let you know. See your mod be having power trip. It's not so much that I have a power trip. I just trust them to get rid of people who are being weird. Come be a refugee. Honestly, I might. Next person to donate $2 can shelter me from the government. A backflip? No. Any advice in general? Oh, I'm losing subscribers. Any advice? No. My advice is to just not care about it. I've been slowly caring a little bit less about my numbers, and that's just because, like, I've been slowly making back a lot of it through streams. But, like, I don't know. I feel like if you just post the stuff you want to post, if people unsubscribe to you, then it's probably just because they've lost interest. But there's always going to be an influx of new people who want to watch your content. That's kind of just what I've come to understand. Conversion shelters offered. Thank you for the Canadian conversion. Subs just have fun. Exactly. So you can also shelter me from the government. I'll go on like a road trip where I just go to various places. Can't tell if it like did both. We're at 53, so I guess $5 is less or more. I don't know. Mary Kay was bye to my mom, and she's okay with it. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. Oh, no, now we're at 55. Where are you right now? Hawaii, technically outside. Love your streams. Thank you. And what's your opinion on Soviet Union? I have no opinion on the Soviet Union. Come to Texas. I'll show you around. Okay, real talk. I would never visit Texas. At least not for any reason that I can ascertain. I don't think I'd have a reason to go to Texas except for like maybe a what is I don't know 500? What? Drop a sub if you'll drop us. Oh, I appreciate it. If you guys haven't subscribed, you should. I actually have no idea how long the stream is even going to go for, but I guess if we manage to reach 100, I'll drive to another location so that you guys can see more of Hawaii. I feel like people are kind of living vicariously a little bit. You can pretend like you're on vacation. If I put you in like the side seat, you can pretend like you're really short and you're in the car with me. Okay, you're just like really short, all right? You're all infants in this role play. Conversion is the only times 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. Yeah, literally. Is less. USD is currently stronger than CAD. Do not go to Florida. Fun fact, I already live there, so... Do you live in this car? No. I just decided to go out and about. Normally I stream from my house, but I figured since, you know, everybody donated for it to happen, I would do an IRL stream where I'm, like, outside. I'm sure... Show us out your window? That's the thing that... It says Fato. I don't know if that's Japanese or if people are just saying fat, but, like, look! It's, like... nice water and stuff out here. There's more stuff to be seen. Side seat. My condolences. I too live there. Yeah. Enough for heaven? Clark Kent is asking me questions, but can't be bothered. Anybody really just can't be bothered to fucking spell properly. I swear to God. I'm in Alabama. That's so much worse. Been on a cruise? If so, where? I have been on a cruise. So I've been on a cruise, and I went to, like, Taiwan, I think? It was either Taiwan or Thailand. I think it was Taiwan. I also went to Okinawa, which was really fun. I got to see like a bunch of places, got to eat at really cool places as well. That's about it. Just keep people talk normal, surreal. That's fair. Most of my content is spent talking to myself, so actually actively interacting with me is just like an interesting concept. There are other beach places. I want to go outside, but like the wind, I forgot the trade winds in Hawaii are fucking ass. So like any attempt to stream or do much of anything is going to scare everybody off because it's going to sound like I'm going through a wood chipper. Do you have an Xbox? I have one, but I've never played it. Or I haven't played it in a while, sorry. Get a job and stop living with my parents. I plan to go to Japan myself. Very nice. I think I'm going to... So I'm going to Korea, and then I'm going to the UK-ish. I don't know if it's the... I'm going to a castle. That's about it. Broke God's laws, but Jesus paid our fine. Good for him. Can he also pay off my student debt? Maybe then I'd actually worship his dumbass. Hey! Planning on getting a new anime tattoo. If you have a suggestion, I'll see if I can get it done. I'm indecisive. Dr. Stone. Get a Senku tattoo. That's all I've got for you. Is your arm tattoo? Sure. Or L. This one is really good. They did really good also for this, like, cowboy... Hold on. I'm smarter than this. This, like, Cowboy Bebop one, they did really well. I realize now I can give, like, a proper tour of my tattoos, but, yeah, either that or, this Inumaki panel is also really fun. Love that Inumaki panel. Down for Senku? Get Senku, then. I don't know. It's really just based on what your favorite anime is. For the most part, your boy just chose all the ones that he really likes, but I can't really choose for you because I don't know what your favorite animes are. But there's nothing wrong with the classics. I feel like people are so caught up in being perceived as basic by being like, I love JJK, or like, I love, you know, Darling in the Franxx, so I'm going to get tattoos of that. And then everybody judges them for getting like a basic tattoo. But if you like the series, then get a tattoo. It doesn't matter. Like, these things are popular for a reason. It's the same reason that like basic stuff like, you know, coffee that doesn't taste like fucking dirt is, you know, popular. Ever been to Europe? I have not. How long did it take to get that tattoo? It was like a full day. Hey, Lemon's in. Do you like Naruto? Yeah, I think so. It's a good show. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite or anything, but like I grew up with it. I think I love it more for the nostalgic factor than I do for like the actual, like, you know, part of it. I do like Star Wars. I don't super like the more recent stuff. I did like The Acolyte. I don't know if that's controversial, but I like The Acolyte personally. Like, it was a good show. It had a lot of good performances. It just lacked a lot of things that made sense. What'd you take in college? A lot of, like, school classes. A lot of animation classes. Think of Vampire the Masquerade. Haven't actually played it. I know a little bit about the video game. The RPG itself, I haven't been able to do much with. Do I believe in God? No, but I believe in luck. I believe that there is some cosmic force, but it's not God. Like The Acolyte, I don't understand the hate for it. Mostly racist and Star Wars purists who, like, couldn't get over the fact that the show is, like, not so much different, but, like, it is what it is. Anime suggestion, Made in Abyss, the soundtrack. I've heard of that. I haven't played it, or I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. It was, like, the favorite manga of one of my friends in, like, high school. I don't know what... It's just, like, about a big pit, isn't it? Like, they just go into a giant pit in the ground. Favorite mythology influences for DM? My favorite mythological influence for DMing, I usually go Greek just because I have a better understanding for that. Ditwa, hi! On my 15 at work. Very nice. Hold on. Here you go. You can have moderator too, because I believe in you. It was really stormy here and lightning hit a tree in my backyard feet from me. Interesting. Disney ruined Star Wars. To be fair, Star Wars ruined Star Wars. I don't know. I don't think Disney ruined Star Wars. I think Star Wars was already kind of crap. Like, Star Wars The Clone Wars is probably the best Star Wars thing they've ever put out there, followed by The Mandalorian. Acolyte in concept is really good, and a lot of the extended universe stuff is a lot better than what we've been getting. I'm just tired of seeing the same formula. Like, the prequels are better than the sequels, if only because it ventures out and does something different. Because it's always like, let's take down the big fucking scary fascist dictatorship. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. We already saw that. Can we do another thing? Give me a cat-made suit away from home stream. You know, if somebody donates $100, maybe I'll consider it. Like your D&D shorts? Oh, thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. Oh, bye, Kason. That's why he doesn't have blue saber as Darth Vader. That's why who doesn't have a blue saber? Locally don't enjoy High Republic era. I liked High Republic era more than, like, I don't know. I liked whatever the Clone Wars was. Again, I don't really keep track much of it. I know a bit here and there. I don't like the Book of Boba Fett. I will say that much. That show was ass. Also, didn't realize, but Sophie Thatcher is in that show. I don't know why. It's just really weird seeing her there. You know what race you would be if you joined my table. My game as player rolled a Jawa. I would be a Jawa. You have to make it through Star Wars. What the hell is 9V? Why are you what is happening in chat? Just the username, the knight who says ni. Nico, ni. Steals everything. To be fair, I feel like if I were to be anything in the Star Wars universe, it would probably be a Jawa. I think it's raining now. That's a little unfortunate. It's been about 30 minutes of the stream. This is probably going to be like an hour or so. Unless somebody donates for me to go somewhere else, in which case it's like $35. Magic the Gathering or D&D? I like D&D more than I like Magic the Gathering, but that's just because I don't really play Magic the Gathering that often. World War I D&D. I don't know how I don't know. I feel like you have to add some sort of fantastical element, because I feel like if you're just playing World War I in D&D, then it's just World War I. Like, that's just a recreation. There's a family that parked nearby. Favorite time to be life is being an embryo? Jesus, that's unfortunate. I feel like my life has been getting slowly better slowly, but that's about all I've got. It's not that hard today. I'm just a simple cashier. Just a simple cashier. Honestly, at this point, I'm just trying to get that last bit to justify getting up, because I feel like I could still stream. Unfortunately, I won't be able to read chat while I drive because that's dangerous, but like streaming in general, I could go somewhere neat. I think you modded someone else instead of Detour. Oh shit, did I? Who did I mod then? Hold on. Who did I mod? Oh god, I'm gonna have to check that later. Is anyone able to check who I modded? Because I'm fairly certain that I modded... Oh, no, never mind. I modded Ryder on accident. Hold on. Remove his standard moderator. Sorry. I hope you enjoyed having power for a little bit. Like your tattoo? Thank you. Much snacks cost there, but you deserve a snack? Aw. I will get a snack. But yeah, it was Ryder. I don't know who this Ryder person is. Apparently they're new, but thank you. I'm glad that you like my tattoo. We're now $20 away. There was a delay. There always is, but that's just because the internet is ass. There's just like a family standing looking over the... Oh, a chicken. No dress today? Unfortunately not. I decided not to bring the maid outfit with me. Though I might like drive around, maybe show you another one of the beaches. I'm hoping that the internet at least holds out. Weirdly enough, the internet out here has been better than the internet in the States, and I don't understand why that is. But to be fair, I've only been my house and outside. Is the connection at least coming through like relatively well, or am I just like kind of ang? You still handsome? Thank you, Frosky. I appreciate it. How's your day? Doing all right. Can't really complain, but the vibes be vibing at least. Under the fuzzy hoods, your black furry roam with serious stealth buff. Is that what a Jawa is? Wait, are Jawas just rats? I've never seen underneath the hood. I've always been curious about that. Though, for those of you tuning in as of right now, I hope you do know, we are doing a parent stream on Saturday, I think. Dry Hama, his love language is gift receiving, so donate. Exactly. Trust karma. Karma knows. The best way to get noticed in this stream is solely through paying me money. Mostly because that money goes towards, like, whatever inane bullshit that I happen to need to pay for as an adult. Donate? I mean, I'd appreciate it, Everett. Again, it's also not required. I just want that to be known. If you have the money and have already, taken care of all your bills and can take care of yourself, and if you have the extra thing, then please, by all means, donate. If not, then don't. You're perfectly fine just hanging out and watching. How can I get modded? By paying for it. It's either by paying for it or being an upstanding member of the not society, but of the community. Gotten your attention with good jokes and spell checks more than once? To be fair, I just read all things. Donate 500 USD. That is true. Ow, my hand. To be fair, if I do end up driving, I could at least put the AC on. I'm gonna be at work Saturday if stream is done. I could do it on, like, Sunday, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really figured out which one specifically, just because I don't know when my parents are gonna be around for mod privilege. In your arch section of your Discord, I made a Jawa. Unfortunately, I can't check anything because I'm on my phone, and it's the only piece of technology I have right now. Unfortunately, I do not have my... Well, even if I had my laptop, I couldn't stream with it. I have been considering whether or not I want to go buy another laptop. Like a good laptop, because then I could also, like, do proper work with it. Your subconscious doing after the Lord knows how many character concepts you put him through. He's doing not very good, I'll be real. Just constantly in a state of panic, as am I. I don't know what that family's looking at. I hope they're not looking at me. Is my stuff not showing links? I don't know. I don't think I enable links in this chat because I can't be responsible for what people do and do not click on. Also, I just want to check something real quick. How is the audio if you're down there? Does the audio come through relatively well? Because if I end up driving, then I can do it that way. Watch these videos so we can't use your tactics and cheat. To be fair, cheating in D&D is kind of vague, mostly because the game is entirely made up anyway. So whether or not you actually do cheat is kind of based on what the agreed upon rules are. So if your DM doesn't say you can't do it, then technically you can do it. Well, but is the car on already? No, it's not on. Since comma. Okay, cool. I don't know. I'm always very concerned about the quality of the stream and how well it goes. It's fine. Well, that's good. On the bright side, if I do end up driving somewhere, at least I'll know that it's in a place that is relatively okay. Engine noise might muffle. That's true, actually. And Temhod because Detroit won't be here? Why do you want mods so bad, my dude? I already have like 3 mods checking in on here. And also Karma, who is kind of lightly modding, but also not really. Audio works fine there, but car being on and facing different directions can change that slightly. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. This is all contingent on whether or not we get that last $19. Because then I'll show you another one of the beaches that I went to when I was a kid. And it'll come with like a fun story of Hama time. Hama childhood. I don't know if anybody's relatively interested in that. I know people follow me for D&D stuff. But I've always been wondering if people actually wonder about like what my life is outside of playing D&D. Just promote positivity. That you do. You do manage to get the stream going. Did you play Destiny or Destiny 2? Not really. Hair's gone. It is. Love your hair. Thank you. I do. Well, Everett, $19. If you have the money to donate 19, I will go drive you to another place and tell you a story. Mostly because I do have a lot of places associated. Like, I came here. This beach specifically is one that I passed by every time I would drive to school. But the fact of the matter is I never actually bothered to like come here aside from one time, and that was for a science experiment where I tested the acidity, I think, of the water, and I just came to the conclusion that all ocean water in Hawaii is a lot better than the ocean water in most places. Oh, thank you for the $1, Jason. Appreciate it. But yeah, so outside of that, I don't know. It's just, it overlooks like 2 places, oddly enough. So it overlooks the place that I come from, like where my house is relatively situated at, and then also on the other side where my high school was, which I don't think anybody needs to know what high school I went to because I think one person doxed me once, and that was not a fun time. So I'm like, oh, thank you, white boy. I think at least your recurring fan base is interested in your lore because it feels more like friendship getting to know you. To be fair, I do appreciate the friendship aspects of it. I don't know. I think building a community is probably my favorite part about being a content creator, just because like I can make funny jokes all the live long day, but the fact of the matter is if it doesn't connect with people, then it's like not super worth it, you know? Like I want to be able to connect with people. This is a vid short idea. You plays the hunter from the Monster Hunter games. To be fair, I already did a play Monster Hunter in D&D video. Nobody really liked that one, unfortunately. They weren't super interested in my I don't know how to, like, I guess my hack of D&D to make it Monster Hunter. Oh shit, I accidentally made a clip. Whoops. Oh well. Little D&D boy. I wouldn't necessarily say little. Big word counts, son. Huge word count. Anyway. Played as a Mimic before. No, but I've wanted to. I just like Mimics in general. How old am I? 25. But being parasocial, I don't need to be personally engaged. You know what? Fair enough. Fan interaction is the best quality a creator can utilize. Yeah. My favorite thing is getting recognized in public. Not like to stroke my ego or anything. I just think it's interesting to know, to like, you know, be recognized for the work I put out there because, you know, people watch the videos enough to know who I am. It'd probably be if you had to base them all on Pokemon. I don't know. Any crazy things Drow can do? I'm thinking of playing one. Not to my knowledge. Honestly, they're kind of like, they're like, what the fuck is it called? They're kind of nerfed, mostly because they're not really based around doing anything all that important. How many days a week do you go live and what times? I go live pretty much anytime I reach goal, so it's been basically 19 days in a row. Oh, by the way, happy 20th day. Well, technically not 20th. Tomorrow is the 20th day if I wear a maid outfit, but today is just a regular day. Oh, that family's leaving. I think they're tired of listening to my bullshit. Do you like dungeon crawler style games? I do. I think they're pretty fun. I don't know. I used to play a handful of roguelikes back in the day, but not a whole lot of them. For Twitch, because she won't be there, and I'm about to have nothing to do because my local golf course is getting closed in 3 weeks and I want to help. To be fair, I won't be streaming on Twitch for like a hot minute. I'm mostly streaming on YouTube in the meantime. Stuff is the Jawa. Why? I am India. You're all of India? That's crazy. Any Warfare games you played? I mean, I used to play a lot of COD, but that's back when I had more friends. I don't play Roblox. I'm not a fan of Roblox. I think it's kind of lame. Are you smart? I'd like to think so, but I think I've gotten dumber over time because of how much of my day is spent doing online stuff, like the internet. Also, we're now $18 away. Hear me out, fam. Somebody donate $20 to celebrate the $20 mage streams that I've owed my community. You'd like Destiny or Destiny 2? Oh no, I played Destiny 2. Is your stream library public? Yeah, so you can see all of my back-ended streams, backlogged streams on my YouTube channel. So it saves most of them. USD 20. Yee. $20 USD. Or Canadian, up to you. Because I think even with Canadian, it equals out to being around that much. Steam library. Oh, I don't know if my Steam library is public. Don't know money. That's unfortunate, Deb. This is mostly just out there to other people. I wonder if Matthew's going to make a pop in. Mostly because Matthew's... Ow, my fucking eye. Ugh. Ouch. I think my hair or like a sand particle hit me in the fucking eyeball. That is unfortunate. If there's an abundance of cringy 10 to 12-year-olds on Roblox that sometimes make the experience interesting. True. Do you think millennials are cool? Not really. Matthew Moneyballer. That is true, but so are you, Karma. You're out here fucking dropping stacks on me to just be a ridiculous little guy. As for am I alright? No, that actually hurt a lot. Hear me out, fam. $5 for medical attention, because Jesus Christ. It was like so small, and it just fucking right into my eye. Such a goat for keeping your snack diet alive. Bruh, true. Honestly, I'm probably going to use that Canadian dollar to go get a burger, maybe? I was supposed to get lunch while I was out here because I didn't have, like, a proper plan for what I was going to do while I was out. So, we'll see. Do you have anything Warhammer? I do not. Oh, wait. The Zono disappeared. That's unfortunate. Tiny Ghost hit you with pocket sand. Apparently. I do think that pocket sand is probably my favorite, like, dumb maneuver. Because, like, there's something so beautiful about just tossing a handful of sand at somebody and running away. It's like the equivalent of the Japanese, like, black egg that was filled with, like, spices and shit. Hi, Hoyt. Welcome in. Speak Tagalog? No. I wish. I wish I could speak a different language, but I can't. I mostly speak English, and not even very well. His chin is thin as a nucleus. Bruh, your fucking genetic line did you dirty. I don't want to hear it. Like the Marvel? Oh, do I like Marvel? Yeah. I think Marvel's alright. She got a tattoo? I say go for it, Everett, personally. I think everybody looks significantly better with a tattoo. Go for a ride in your car with you, if you'd like. Honestly, I was going to say for that last 20, I could, like... We have about 20 minutes left in stream. That's enough time to go do that. I could drive to another location and show you, like, what's up. I'm just trying to get that last bit to hopefully get that last 20. Well, what's your favorite seasoning? Oh, hey, Tate. Welcome in. Have you ever used the Lego minifigures for your D&D characters? I've used Warhammer minis. I've used Legos. I've used an Obama bobblehead. I've used Scavin figures. I've used bottle caps. I've used actual pieces of food that I had on my plate. When you're a DM and you don't have money, you kind of just make do. Catapult thingy was my favorite. I'm glad. Person threw black pepper in her eyes when she was in school. Jesus, that's unfortunate. Aragon books? I never read Aragon. I heard that, like, the adaptation was shit, though. Hair is eye-catching. Aw, thank you. So you should start DMing. Just find a group of players. You played as... No, I didn't... So I didn't play as President Obama. I use an Obama minifigure. There's another fucking... That same trolley is coming by. Of all the places. That's so weird. So, like, I grew up here, right? So, like, I never know what sections are specifically for, like, tourists. And this does not seem like a touristy place. Like, yeah, it's kind of nice to see the bay and stuff, but I guess to the vacationing person, probably. We recommend you use a bottle of Mountain Dew Code Red for Ancient Red Dragon. I say go for it. There's nothing really stopping you. I don't know. I used an Obama bobblehead just because it was the only thing we had. I don't even know why we had an Obama bobblehead in my house. Like, my house is, like... My parents are, like, relatively non-political. At least they don't really talk much about it. Like, they vote the way that they do. They're not conservative by any means, so, like, thank God. But, I don't know, they just had a bobblehead. I think it was, like, a gift. I swear teenagers sleep with stuffed animals. No, I don't think so. Anyway, fam, we're aiming for that last 20 before I either end off or drive somewhere else. iPhone or Android? I like iPhone better. Running Sun Wukong in D&D, what class would it be? Sun Wukong in D&D is just the DM. Sun Wukong is the most overpowered person in the entirety of the game if you were to put him in there. Oh, it looks like he doesn't have any good ideas. Homie, most of the presidents don't look like they have any good ideas. At least Obama didn't. Well, I feel like all politicians kind of suck, but I prefer Obama because he's at least fucking qualified for the position as opposed to Trump. I think anybody who supports Trump is a fucking idiot. So we're to have a slit on the behind of a stuffed animal? Probably. I don't know what the fuck you're doing with it, but like, I would say they're all lizards. I don't think, well, maybe. Somebody get a heat lamp. Maybe it'll put them to sleep. Opinion on femboys. I think they're all right. I have nothing against them. I've done a few Femboy Fridays here and there. To be fair, if we continue on with our scheduled streams and continue making goal, if we get that last 20, I will do a Femboy Friday stream. I feel like I might have a few things in my closet that I can use. Voted for not Trump. Good, I guess? I don't know what that means specifically. I'm glad that you didn't vote for him, but I'm hoping that you didn't just not vote. How did you Ben 10 in D&D? So I think I did a video on that. You could probably find it in my page. I don't really feel like explaining it right now. Basically, it's just transforming using the monster manual. Like for Femboy stream. Yeah. If we get that last 20, I will do a Femboy Friday stream. Y'all better start begging karma because I don't think anybody else in the stream has that kind of funds. Unless Matthew pops in. Thoughts on Chase Oliver, Libertarian candidate. I'm not a big politics person. I don't follow it so much. I want to get into it just so I know what the fuck is going on. But like, I don't know. I don't really ascribe to... I want people to be happy. Except for Trump supporters. I don't want them to be happy. I would prefer they suffer. Subscribe to you? Thank you. Appreciate it. Any horror games as of late? Like video games or like D&D games? Also, yeah, that piece of sand fucked my eye up, dude. People bring up politics. There's other channels for that depression. Very true. I try to keep these streams relatively apolitical, but I think it's just because... Well, I don't say apolitical. I voice my political opinion. This is not a forum for debate. I don't care about other people's opinions on politics. I'm going to maintain my own. In politics, it's a slightly less problematic life. I don't really care about it being less problematic. I want to be able to make informed decisions, which is why I would want to get into politics. I know it's depressing, but so is everything in life. I voted for Jeebus Christ last year in, like, Tallahassee. Those people are stupid. I have a paper puppet character that has a mask that can split into one. What? Might have a large shrimp. It's like a neck pillow. I don't know about a, like, I don't know. This is silly nerdy place. Why did it get so political? I do support LGBTQ because I am. But also, I think it's just a relatively sound thing to do. But, I don't know, it's not, I don't necessarily this place... Also, don't complain about things getting political. Things are just political by design. It's whether or not people decide to bring it up. I decide to bring it up mostly because the topic seemed to be steering in that direction. But, in general, I talk more about Power Rangers than I think I do politics in these streams. Do a D&D stream with viewers? Not for a while. Maybe if I reach 1 million subscribers, I'll do like a player stream. It's mostly because I can't be held responsible for what people say on stream, so I don't want to bother getting banned just so some dude can have fun for like 5 minutes, you know? Do you consider making BGG that's basically Trump in D&D? I think I've done that. I might have done like an Elon Musk villain, but I honestly can't say for certain. To be fair, any horrible dictator like monster in D&D is basically that. Trans and asexual. Nice. What do you mean trans and do you mean trans? Wait, what? What's your message to the world? My message to the world is subscribe to my channel. Well, Ridley is a BBG? From Metroid? Or are you talking about... Oh, I'm thinking of Ripley. I always get those confused because they both sound kind of like the same. Power Rangers is dope as hell. I loved Power Rangers growing up. Also, my hand is fucking... Ow. Ow. Fuck my wrist. Kayla Cauldron, what you up to? Not a whole lot. Apparently somebody is verified on YouTube. What's good? How you doing? Your boy kind of just hanging out for the most part in Hawaii. So you get to see like the beach and stuff. Where's bro at? My bro? At home. Do I have a girlfriend? No, but if it happens, it happens. What's wrong with your hand? It's just because I was holding my phone for that long, so I'm like holding it at an angle because I don't have my tripod because I didn't think I would need it. But yeah, wrist cramping. Ah, shit. Anyway, I just want to aim for that last 20 so we can get to 100. Then I can show you... I could show you my yearbooks when I get back home. How's life there? Okay. Going relatively okay. It's mostly just hot. It's like very hot out. Tend to stuck in Hawaii. What do you mean stuck? How long was the flight? It was like 13 hours. 13 hours in total. I basically flew for 7 and... Actually, no, sorry, it's 12. 12, 7, and 5. Or D&D with fans and Ed the Good Parts like those Among Us YouTube channels? Maybe. I don't know. Seems like a lot of work. I feel like that would be for like a reward thing as opposed to anything else. Flight full? No, so one flight actually had like nobody on it. It was mostly just me. I do not have a lobster. Wish I did. How much longer is the live going to be? Probably like 20 more minutes. I was aiming for like an hour or so. Yeah, Caught, love your videos. Oh, thank you, Gus. Appreciate it. Though I will say, if we get that last 20, I will stream for about 20 more minutes past the hour, and then I'll like show you some other places. I have a character. Can you give your opinion on it? If you super chat it, maybe, but I'm honestly kind of just chilling right now. I don't know why people ask me for my opinion on their characters. I mean, you're gonna play it one way or the other. I don't know, like, is my approval in terms of, hey, like 14 USD with your poor wrist? Thanks, Karma. I appreciate it. What's your favorite game? Monster Hunter World. Or sorry, Monster Hunter Wilds. I've really enjoyed Monster Hunter Wilds lately. Original D&D character you've done so far? My favorite D&D, probably the Doofenshmirtz one, because I just like Doofenshmirtz as a character. I don't like Trump. I don't like Trump, and I don't like his supporters. I think they're all scum. Except maybe the children who are indoctrinated into it. I think they get a pass, but that only if they, you know, unlearn a lot of that shit. And warm water and Epsom salt. I don't think I have any of that in my house. On the bright side, today's the day that I get to wash my hair. It's, you know, I've got my, like, perm going. So I'm hoping that shit can just, you know, get that figured out. Somebody banned BAM. How old are you? 25. I don't know why people bother asking. Is it just because I look young? Do people think that I look young? Do you play Repo? No, but I believe I might be playing that on Twitch when I get back. I'm going to be playing that with Jackie, who's another creator, really cool person, collaborating with them. I'm apparently doing a, like, Shibari video with them. So, yeah, if you've ever wanted to see me tied up, I guess wait for, like, a couple months. This is the final 7. Hopefully one day we can hunt on wilds. Do you want to? You're in the server. If you want to hunt on wilds, like, I need more of a reason to play it. So, like, I'm done. I'm down, not done. Hey, we reached 100. Nice. All right, cool. That also means that I can kind of drive a little bit. So I can at least show you a few things. I'll show you one more beach, and then I'll probably get back into the swing of things. Probably heading home. Your advice on small content creators? This will be the last question I guess I answer before I start driving. But my advice on small content creators is consistency. What you want more than anything when you're an early content creator, I also hope that you can, like, hear any of what I'm saying. As an early content creator, the one thing you're going to want to do is consistently post, because that's what helps you get a audience. Like, you're going to want to try to do 3 shorts a day, but also I realize that that's not always doable. But that's just something that I learned specifically about the whole, like, doing content thing. Also, welcome to Car Rides with Chris. We can pretend like we're carpooling to work. So, how was your day, son? Picking you up from college or whatever the fuck. No, so between that, it's finding a niche, something that you really connect with, because as long as you're passionate about something, there will always be an audience for it, unless it's like super niche, like, you know, unless it's niche or controversial. Though even controversial audiences tend to do, like, relatively okay. Like, my advice to you is probably don't do content that's, like, entirely controversial. Like, don't go defending, like, murderers or anything. Well, there's true crime, so I guess that's that, but I guess maybe pedophiles. I don't know. In general, it's finding a niche, post consistently. That's my advice to you. Honestly, it's hard to get a handle on when is the best time to post when you're a small account, because you don't have the analytics to back up whatever information you need. But, like, in general, that's the way that I would go about it. I hope that you can hear any of this advice, because I am doing my fucking best with that. But we're going to go to the beach that I frequented the most, and then probably I'm gonna go get food on the way back. But, like, I used to drive all around here. You can't see any of it because I don't have one of those fun car mounts, but I used to drive this exact route every day on the way to high school. because high school was out of my school district because I didn't like going to the high school that I was at. Mostly because that high school had none of my friends, because we both went to the same high school that was on the cusp of two different fucking, like, spaces, so I ended up following all my friends over there, and that was kind of like my life. Albeit, like, it was a lot easier after I got a car, but I was basically playing chauffeur to them, and they would pay me gas money every day. Enough to the point where I was pretty much rolling in the dough because I was the only one with the car, and thus the only person that could, like, drive them places. But we're in this sort of, like, one area that's also part of a hike, kind of. There's another beach specifically that I could show, but that would be a much longer drive, and I don't really feel like dealing with that. So we're going to go to this one specific lookout that I would frequent a lot more. I will say that the wind over there is a fucking nightmare, so we're probably going to stay in the car, but at least we're going on a bit of a vacation, like a little trip. Hope that the internet holds through, because it is a beach, and the internet is about as good as you think with that. But hey, at least I can get out of the fucking house today. Your boy has been just, like, cooped up for 2 days because there's not really much else to do. We're also currently at oh, wait, never mind, green light. I was going to use that opportunity to read the chat, but I'm also going to try to drive as safe as possible. Anybody in chat, take care of each other. Try to look after each other while I'm doing this, because I can't look over the chat right now. Unfortunately, the viewership seems to be a little bit down, but I think it's just because your boy is kind of out and about. Normally, this would be a lot easier to do over on the other stream, the ones that I do at home, because at least I have more of a topic to talk about, and I can kind of show around my house. I will say, if we get another $50 in, I will show you my baby pictures. I will go upstairs and show you my, like, baby pictures, which do include me as the fattest fucking baby I have ever seen. Like, real talk, I know that I am basically skin and bone. I'm a twig. Like, look at me. As a child, I was born, like, I was a really chubby baby. It was kind of hilarious. So yeah, there you go. If by the time we get to this lookout, we do manage to reach that amount, I will show you Hama baby pictures. Mostly because this is an interesting opportunity, being back home and still being able to do these streams. Mostly because, like, I don't know, I've always really enjoyed sharing aspects of my life. Fun fact, before I started doing D&D stuff, I wanted to be like a vlogger. Like, I wanted to do, like, videos of being out and about. Unfortunately, I can't vlog and drive at the same time, so that, you know, that dream kind of died. Also, I wasn't really sure how to do social media in general, but I was always thinking of doing, like, a fun little lifestyle thing where I just kind of, like, travel around, you know, have a fun time here and there, but, like, that's still sort of up in the air. But, like, as of late, having the job that I have, I feel like it would be a lot easier for me to do things. Also, I really hope that I don't get lost doing this, because I have not driven these roads in, like, 3 years. Maybe 2. I don't know. I've been gone a long time, and I didn't really have a car the other time I was there. But, like, this is an interesting opportunity, because, like, I can kind of... It's muscle memory. It's starting to rain. Okay. Maybe it was a good idea that we did this now. We're probably going to stay in the car for the most part, but I can only do so much. But it's a really nice view. Can't show you it because I can't hold the phone while I'm doing this. But, like, it's a really nice view, and there's one specific lookout that I want to show everybody. And this is basically the drive whenever anything of note. Because, mind you, it was not a whole lot. Doing things of note is kind of just, like, not being at home or not being at the beach. Mind you, the beaches are really nice here. Nicer than anywhere on the mainland, but that's just because the mainland is a fucking nightmare. Except maybe Miami. I've heard that the beaches in Florida are actually pretty decent, but that's coming from a person who's, like, never actually visited them, and the only beach I did go to was, like, really gray. Have you noticed that, like, beaches in America are really fucking gray for some reason? Anyway, as we sort of approach this place, gonna try to park as far away from the fucking people as I can, mostly because I don't want to deal with them judging me for doing the things that I do. Is this guy gonna park? Are you parking? What is happening? Park or don't park. None of this, like, will they, won't they bullshit. Whatever. I'm just gonna park over here. Yeah, back into your fucking place, I guess. Fucking, god damn it. One thing I don't miss about Hawaii, the way people drive. Also, somebody did donate 50, so I guess we are showing Hama baby pictures tomorrow. I don't know who donated. Oh, Twig. Wait, is that the Twig that I know? Twig, is that you? Like, Twig? Like, Gooblin? Yahoo? I'm assuming it's Gooblin Twig. Oh, it is. Hi, Twig. It's been a while. How you doing? Welcome into the YouTube stream. But yes, we are in fact doing a IRL Hawaii stream, kind of. I hazard to go outside because there's a bunch of people, so I guess I won't talk while I do that. Put it towards your phone's car mount. To be fair, yeah, that might be a good idea. Then I could probably do like Florida streams, but I also don't want to dox myself accidentally. So in any case, where the fuck did I put my? Oh, there's the keys. I'm going to show you it, but I can't really talk. So I will say, I guess, yeah, I'm showing you guys baby pictures tomorrow, so that's gonna be interesting. If we make another 50, I'll show you my high school, since I can still kind of drive while I do this. I just can't really talk while I drive. Well, I can talk while I drive. I just can't read chat while I drive. So, yeah, $50, and I will go show you my high school. But I will show you this, like, really, really nice, view. Hold on. Just give me a second. The audio might be shit, so, don't worry too much about that. Have a good day. Oh, bye. Anyway, did high school suck for you? Not specifically. It wasn't the best, but it also wasn't, like, amazing or anything. But yeah. Go to the beach then, Twig. Unless you live in a landlocked state. Won't be in for the whole stream, so I'm gonna miss baby Chris. I mean, I could just add that to the mom and dad stream that I'm doing on Saturday-ish. So if you wanted, I could do that, and they can, you know, give him, you know what? I'm gonna limit them in telling embarrassing stories about me, but hey, if you want to be there for that. The only one casually calling Hama Chris. To be fair, I go by either. It's still very cold here. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. So anyway, that was the beach. There's like more areas. I can't really show much of anything else. This is the road. That is a mountain that me and my friends would drive often because it was I don't know, it was like a fitness challenge for us sometimes. It's a really nice hike when you're at the top. Going up it sucks ass, though. John, what state are you in? I'm in Hawaii right now. Parents reminiscing over baby photo sounds perfect. All right, so I'll save it for that, because I feel like since karma is partially the reason why a lot of these streamings are happening, I will try to, you know, make sure that happens. But we are close to, well, I mean, we're like 43 away from 200. I guess if we do make 200, I can go show you my high school. Otherwise, I might end my stream around here just so I can go get some food. But I also can just drive in general. This has been like kind of a random adventure. I also feel like it's kind of a disservice to do one of these IRL streams and not show you more than 2 places. So, you know what? We're going to do it anyway. If you do feel like donating, then please do. It's always appreciated. Otherwise, we're just going to continue doing the thing that we've been doing. We're going to see what else is on the way. This is basically these streams, Sugar Mommy. To be fair, if anybody sees Matthew show up, tell him to bankroll my various shenanigans. I swear to God, fucking touch start cars are so confusing to me. Like, I don't know who designed them like this, but by God, man, like, I understand why you do it the way that you do, but like, I just like the concept of a key. Mostly because the key lets me know that the car is on. Because I touch started this thing, and like, it makes no sound. It's like the Vegas whisper of a fucking like thing, you know? Anyway, we're gonna keep driving around. This is basically just my road trip. Welcome to the Ham Fam road trip stream. The car is a-moving. Anyway. Unfortunately, I can't react to stream as much as I usually do in chat, mostly because I can't read it while I'm doing this, because I don't have like a feature to read it out to me, nor do I have another person in the car to read it out to me. See, the original plan was to have my brother in the car and him drive, but then he said, I don't want to be your chauffeur, because, you know, he's being a little prick. Not actually, he's a very decent person. But, no, so this is kind of the only option in terms of, like, being out here and doing things. But, like, I'm having fun. I hope you guys this little trip. If I could turn this into short form content, I would. I don't really know how. Unfortunately, it's not in any format that I could do for long form, but like, you know, mobile streaming is always a fun time, I guess. But I at least hope that you know, you guys kind of get a kick out of seeing this sort of like aspect of my life, especially since a lot of my content is based solely around just what I can and can't do in D&D. There are more lookouts and stuff. It's a little more crowded. Hey, it's that same fucking tour bus. Yo, guys, I found the fucking trolley. I'm following the trolley. That's dope. I love that. Passing by a beach that I used to go to as well. It requires more of a hike than I want to do while holding my phone, but it is relatively nice. It's this place called the Blowhole, or at least that's what I call it. I don't think that's the actual proper name, but that's just because there's a blowhole there. I think it's called the Blowhole. I want to call it the Blowhole just because I think that's a lot funnier than anything else I can come up with. But we are kind of near one of my old friends' houses, and also towards a sewer treatment plant. Now I'm behind the trolley. They have no idea that I've been stalking them this entire time. Under the guise of doing a stream, I'm in fact just following after these people under the guise of content. For legal reasons, that was a joke. I really hope that nobody's taking that seriously, because I cannot survive in prison. I feel like everybody knows that. I would not survive in prison because I am what the cool kids call a tiny little baby. A little baby boy doing his fucking best. But I do remember driving all around. One thing about Hawaii that I miss is the fact that everything is so fucking close, right? I have to drive 30 minutes to get Korean barbecue. Here, it's like 10. I drive like 10 minutes to get Korean barbecue. And there's a whole mall attached. It's not just like an individual building in like the middle of some fucking like destitute neighborhood. But like, to be fair, that one Korean barbecue place is actually weirdly better than the Korean barbecue I had here. Also, another fun fact, Korea, all you can eat is not as popular as it is here in the US. Okay, now I think I've accidentally driven into a place that I didn't mean to, but fuck it, whatever. So this is a secondary, like, beach location. This one, I remember in high school during, like, summer breaks, me and my friends wouldn't actively go to the beach per se, but we would drive to the beach and then just kind of, like, hang out in my car. So my car, like, the seats folded back, so I basically turned it into, like, a little hangout spot, and we would play, like, board games, because we were those fucking nerds. But this place has, like, lava rocks and shit, and there are less people around, which means that I have less people to embarrass myself in front of. Trying also not to waste as much gas as I do while I do this. But, as you can see, here's more beach stuff, see? Ain't it neat? Just like a silly little vibe. Also, just saying, y'all. You know what? If we make another 50, I'll do a mukbang, because I think it'd be funny to go, like, show you specifically the burger place I was talking about, because that burger place is fucking amazing. I'm trying real hard not to, like, dox other people, but, conscious of the environment, good boy tactics. Trying to be conscious of the environment. I'm trying not to disturb other people while they're doing stuff, because I don't want to be one of those content creators. Like, for instance, there are two people swimming over there, and I feel like it'd be really fucking mean if I just walked up to them and like, yo, what's going on? But no, so, see? It's a lot of, like, beach stuff, a lot of volcanic rock. We would walk out here, and I think I did take a few, like, shots around here. Not, like, alcoholic shots, but I did drink on the beach once. But, like, basically, ocean. I'm hoping that the wind isn't too bad or anything. People are very much not interested in me being outside. I found that out during this stream, apparently. But it's a lot of, like, beach, a lot of, like, really cool spaces. Being very cognizant of those people over there, but, like, right there is, like, a mountain. That, actually, specifically, is a hike. That is a hike that me and my friends would go on occasionally when we wanted to actually go outside. Which, mind you, was not very often, but, you know, it was enough for us to at least be healthy. Nowadays, I just kind of waste away in my room all the time. 69 viewers, heh. It'd be to lay on that beach. On this beach, very. It's mostly rock. But there is, like, more, like, proper beach area, like, a little bit further along. Fucking $200, I jumped directly into the water in my clothes. Not actually, because I don't want to risk that. Also risking not fucking dying. Oh, somebody did actually ask, can you jump in the water? Let's use twice in like 10 minutes. Well, welcome in. Here is more water. I forgot how loud the fucking ocean is. Also, I've realized that, like, I feel like the water's receded a bit since the last time I was here. I don't know if that's like a global warming or global cooling thing. But behold, all the rocks. Get in the water. Get in the water. Anyway, but yeah, there are like tide pools and stuff around here as well, which I've always really enjoyed. I've always been more of like a land beach kind of person because I've drowned a handful of times on accident. Trying to maintain a relatively okay distance from this fucking place. Here's steps on the rocks. Last thing is Hama down. Imagine I just fucking die during this stream. There'll be just like an ongoing record of my death on my YouTube channel. That'd be just real unfortunate. But yeah, see? Shush the ocean a little bit. Never gone to Pearl Harbor? Genuine question. I have actually. So that was part of a school trip. Mostly because like my school really wanted to depress us. Especially if you're Japanese, which was like mostly of the fucking people there. Chan's inner Odysseus and refusing to get in the water. Fuck you, Poseidon! Nah. Minecraft movie meal. Didn't get a collectible I wanted, but it wasn't too bad. Wait, what? What are you talking about? What collectible movie meal is there? Is it for like McDonald's? Because I feel like, I don't know, the only time I was tempted to support McDonald's, other than when I was starving, was when they did a Yu-Gi-Oh collab. It was a Sanrio Yu-Gi-Oh collab. It was the single greatest thing I'd ever seen. I got a Dark Magician, and that was about it. Where's the D&D man gone off to now? I'm in Hawaii. I'm visiting my family, and also just going to the beach and showing it off a little bit to you guys. I don't know. The viewership is not doing super well, but are you guys enjoying this, like, IRL stream? Do you enjoy me, like, being outside and doing stuff as opposed to just hanging out in my room in front of my computer? The world's most unfortunate accident, the longest YouTube stream ever. That's true. It would just leave my phone here. If anybody did actually contact me, I would still be streaming. But then they would just see it, and it would just be my phone wafting away in the fucking waves. I'm loving this. I'm glad. Are you Hawaiian? No, I'm not. I'm from Hawaii, but I'm not Hawaiian. It's good for your health. I would, honestly, would be. Finally bought some decent sandals, too. Sandals I've been wearing have fucking destroyed my feet. Anyway, off to buttfuckia. God, I forgot how fucking hot it is out here. I might start getting a tan. Outside is nice. Outside is very nice. So that was another one of the places. I reserve showing off my high school for 200. Not like 200 donated, I mean like 200 in total, which is about $43 away. Someone donates 43, I'll show you where I went to high school. What's funny is this right here, what I'm doing, showing off like where I'm from, a bunch of places that mean a lot to me. I'm not gonna lie, mostly because this has always been a dream of mine to do with like a partner, because a lot of the people I've dated have not come from here, and for the most part we're on the mainland. So I was like, I would like to show you like places that mean a lot to me. So this is about, congratulations, we are dating now, everybody in the audience. Donates how much? It'd be 43 to go see my high school, because it is kind of on the way to go do some stuff that I wanted to do. So that'll be the last location. Yeah, I think that'll be the last location because it's already been like an hour-ish. Shit, that's new. What's new? Married, but thanks. Too bad, Jason. We're dating now. Congratulations, sweet cheeks. What's the guidelines again? Guidelines for what? Oh, so okay, that makes slightly more sense. What's up, Nweet? How you doing? There's the ham fan polycule. Oh yeah, that's right, I did start one of those in the server. As a joke, mind you, I'm not dating any of my fans, but like, I don't know, it's just always been like something in the back of my head that I've always wanted to share this aspect of my life, whether it's with my audience or with like somebody special. Congratulations, you are all somebody specials. But there you go, it is 43 to go see my high school. Too bad, sweet cheeks. I don't know. I would never call anybody that unironically. I'll take it. Yippee. Yeah, you ever walk on the beach, look back and see sand? Yes. Wait, what? The beach is mostly sand, Rush. What do you mean? But yes, we will I don't know. Should I get driving? I want to get that last bit to reach 200, because then we can, end off on a really big, like, note. I'm not going to tell you what that high school is called, but I will show you what it looks like. I'm newly bi. Very nice. Confuses Rita Zed the main villain of Mighty Morphin. Also, I just realized something. I think school is still going on, right? Or is it spring break? Are we in spring break yet? You have alcohol in your system? No, I'm just driving. Do you want me to have alcohol in my system? Your high school is still run, or did it close for good, left for abandoned urban exploration? No, it's still open. I'm just gonna... I don't think there's anybody there that I could, like, visit. I feel like that's really weird to do as a 25-year-old. But, like, I can kind of show you the general area. So, there you go. That's our last bit, but we will sit here for a little bit while I enjoy the AC. Because fuck almighty, it is hot out. Spring break was last... Okay, so they're probably still in there then. It's like a Tuesday, right? Yeah, they're still in class. Unless they changed the school time, in which case, I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore, dude. Anyway, for those of you here, subscribe if you haven't. But... Oh, shit. Not because of the high school thing, but just try to hit the goal. Oh, I appreciate it. We're inching ever closer. We are 27 now away, thanks to Karma. Everybody say thank you to Karma. Maybe just later this month. So you're on spring, Tank, but nobody else is... Okay. I don't know. School is weird, dude. School is very, very weird. It's Easter holidays next week. You get Easter off? I don't remember getting Easter off in school. Maybe I'm just the idiot. It's Karma and Angel. Damn straight Karma's the angel. They're running my family. They drive. Oh my god. I hate how good that joke is because I don't support drunk driving. Let's finish my first part of the ACTs. Nice. But yeah, we are now 27-ish dollars. I don't know, we have to get within like $5 of 200, then I'll just go because like, why the hell not? In school because I'm in college. Oh. That's fair. I mean, I graduated college like a hot minute ago. Like years ago. Oh, my graduation photos are upstairs, I just realized. Hey! The goal as well. Thank you, Twig. I love you. Fun fact, for those of you who don't know, I can't do VIPs, but I wish I could. But Twig has been watching my stream for like a hot minute. I don't know. Twig like pops in from time to time. I don't know. Twig will like just sometimes disappear off the course of like the fucking universe. But Twig has been one of my biggest supporters for like the longest time. Second only to like a handful of other people who either left or disappeared or were kicked out. Yeah, in and out a lot. Well, we miss you. Are YouTube streams easier for you to tune into? Because I do YouTube streams a lot lately. Just putting that out there. We miss you. You know, we miss our President Gooblin. For those of you who don't know, that's an official thing. And mind you, I drew Twig's Discord banner, which just says lesbians are cool. Doing Karma, the two goats of this herd. For real, man. Crazy uncle/aunt. Crazy uncle/aunt of what? Should I see every day? Very nice. I hope you at least enjoy those streams. I don't know what time it is when these things happen. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah. Watch the YouTube ones as well then. I don't know, I've been trying to raise my viewership on Twitch, but honestly, YouTube has been doing really, really well for me. So it's like one of those things where like I could, but you know. Do what you do, honestly. You just kind of scroll through, hope for the best. But we are now 193. So we need at least $2 more. Then I will go and show you that high school. Mind you, trying to figure out if... I'm trying so hard not to get arrested for any of this. I'm not going to go onto campus, mind you. I'm a new YouTuber. I think you're a great person. Aw, thank you. Appreciate it. Hey! They just need a couple more dollars after this. Each dollar helps, so do it up. Yeah. Actually, that reaches exactly 200. Well, not exactly. It's 201, but still. All right, cool. We're going. Off and away, everybody. Everyone behave yourselves, because we're going to go on a ride, or else Papa Chris is going to turn this fucking car around. And by turning it around, I mean I'm just going to go back home. But no, we're on our last, I guess, Cirque de Hama, which I guess that's more on a bike than it is in a car. So the Hama field guide, Hama field trip. Oh, you're all my kids. What would be such a funny idea, right, is having the camera in the back seat, and then it's just like I'm driving you to school or something, but it's like a really fucking like long ass drive. But no, so I've shown you the beaches. Now I'm going to show you... Okay, actually, come to think of it, it's between my high school or showing you the place that I hung out the most, which was this, like, plaza. Though the theater that I used to watch movies at all the fucking time after school is closed, unfortunately. It was one of my favorite theaters, too, but, like, it was also not the best. So while we're sat at this stoplight... Are we there yet? How fucking dare you? How dare you ask me that? Anyway... So going this way, I'm fairly certain leads me back to where I Notice it's kind of the long way around. I'm hoping that people are enjoying this stream. Trying really hard not to dox myself, which is why the camera's pointed up at me like, you know, somebody giving me under the fucking dashboard support or whatever. That was a really dumb joke. Nobody... stop lighting up, damn it. I forgot that my luck with this place is fucking a nightmare. Anyway, but yeah, for those of you here, I could show you the high school, or I could show you, like the plaza. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Hangout? Do you want to do the hangout place? You ain't gonna get there. God damn it, So yeah, what do you think? High school? Somebody said high school, somebody said... You know what? I'll leave it up to the people who donated. Twig and Karma, what do you guys think? Twig says the plaza. People are saying high school, low-key support hangout place. Alright, hangout place it is. If only because that's where I'm headed anyway, and also I don't want to get in trouble with the high school by accidentally showing where it is. But, like, I'm hoping that I've been at least keeping it kind of vague enough so that you guys don't have to worry too much about it. But, or not you guys, technically them worrying too much about it. But I'm going to show you the plaza, and I'm going to show you that theater that closed down. Because, dude, my friends work there, too. Like, we would go there, they would get free movies. I wouldn't get shit because they couldn't give it to me. But, like, we would go there all the time. I'd get popcorn. I would see movies with my mom there all the time because that's how me and my mom would bond. In the same way that I would bond with my dad over stuff like tokusatsu shows and Kamen Rider and not Power Rangers. Mostly Kamen Rider and Kikaida. But, like, I would bond with my mom the same way, but it would be more modern things. Because, like, my dad was more of an outsidey guy, so he would hang out with my brother who would, like, go on hikes and walk outside and shit. But, like, I really like going to the movies with my mom because, A, as a socially awkward teen, I didn't have to talk, but, like, my mom and I could have a conversation about the movie afterwards. And also, it's a free movie and popcorn. Like, why the fuck, like, I love going to the theater. But, like, this is the theater we would go to before my friends and I got cars and the ability to have, like, disposable income. And then we went to the theater that was nicer because, you know, when you're a teen, the best thing is being bougie. But, like, that theater always held a special place in my heart, even if the seats in the place were kind of shitty. Fun fact, the theater near my house got refurbished. Don't know why, because that one was just as bad. But I would go there, and this is what started my habit of going to theaters, not seeing a movie, and just getting popcorn and leaving. Because, like, they wouldn't stop me. They'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I just wanted to get popcorn. And they're like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. I'm like, fuck yeah, sick. You're a real one for that. Go on ahead, Alexis. I see you. But I don't know. What's so funny is the way that I drive here is about the same way that I would drive anywhere else. The only difference being is that I don't drive by like street names or directions. I drive solely by what I recognize and what I know leads to what, you know? Because it's such a small island, so I basically memorized the section of it that I was on, so I would be able to drive to my house basically blindfolded. Obviously, I didn't because that's unsafe. But, like, I would drive to my house, I would drive to my friends' houses, we'd go to the mall, pick up video games. Back when I used to have a gaming channel, which was a fucking nightmare, and nobody should ever see that again. But, like, I don't know, I've been at this YouTube thing for a long time. And fun fact, we got our start vlogging in, like, middle school. So this is basically what that content was like, if only slightly different because I'm not as cringe. Mind you, I'm still cringe, but I'm a different kind of cringe. I'm like the kind of cringe that people can appreciate as opposed to skibbity toilet, swag, 420 blaze it cringe, you know? Which, mind you, was basically what I was like in middle school, so I'm glad that I never got popular around then. Otherwise, I would be one of those Jack Doherty types who was just a fucking nuisance all the time. Bro, I hope Jack Doherty loses his fucking channel. I hope somebody puts him in his fucking place, honestly. Like his parents or the cops. I don't know. I feel like content creation is such a mixed bag. Like, you have some people who do really, really well, and, like, they're also really good people because they know not to be shitty, mostly because they got popular when they were adults. Except for PewDiePie, who I think got, well, actually, I think PewDiePie got, like, popular when he was, like a teen? I don't know when PewDiePie got popular, but I just know that he was, like, 20-something when he did all that other shit. But bottom line is, I feel like you need to have at least a relatively fully developed brain before you're allowed to be famous online. Mostly because, like, when you get famous when you're young, you either get exploited or you become a terrible adult. That's what I've learned thus far. Which is why I'm very happy that I got popular when I did. Because, you know, you get to experience non-fucking red-pilled, like, non-shitty high school Chris Mind you, I wasn't like conservative or anything, but I was like very, I don't want to say anti-feminist. I was just like kind of cringed out from feminism because of like a lot of the way that it was presented back then was like really cringe and like very aggressive, which like turned me off from the whole thing because it felt like I was getting lectured to. But when you actually sit down and listen to it, you realize they're making a lot of really good points. It's just people like to, I guess, bastardize how that's presented to make it seem like they're unhinged, but they're not. They're kind of just bringing up genuine issues that need to be addressed, and that's, you know, something I learned much later on than I should have, because, you know, being a teen and being in your own fucking bubble and being around people who supported Elon Musk, you know, before he got crazy, though to be fair, he was still kind of crazy, but that's a different issue. You kind of just learn that, like, the world is so much bigger than you are. Also, by the way, we are passing my high school. I'm not going to show it to you because I don't want to get in trouble, but, like, it is a relatively nice place. At least I hope it is. I don't know. All I know is the art department in that school was fucked. Like, our art teacher was getting, like, replaced every other semester. And I do miss one of them because one of them was really chill. He was this, like, gay dude. I loved him. He was great. He encouraged me to, like, draw. He actually also encouraged me to get an iPad, which was also a very strange thing. But, like, he encouraged me to start pursuing digital art. He let me use his iPad and stuff. Okay, so apparently the track is doing relatively... Oh, there's a market? There's a market. It's the dark arts curse. Bro, literally. Like, our art teacher just fucking disappeared. There was one art teacher that remained pretty consistent, and that's the one that I ended up TAing for. And mind you, that art teacher just straight up let me leave during that one free period. Because, like, I TA'd for the AP class. Or IB class? I don't know. I TA'd for, like, the special class. As in, like, specially ahead, not specially behind. But, like, when they were doing testing, nobody was in the classroom, so he was like, you could just leave. I'm like, fuck yeah, see you later. Saved me an hour of time to go do my homework, and probably not a lot else. But I did also sometimes just go to McDonald's when I was, like, a teen, because it was, like, on the way home, and I'm like, fuck it, dude. If I'm gonna get food, I might as well get food, like, that's cheap, because, you know, disposable income isn't a thing. And I worked at this one place called Zippy's, which paid, like, shit, and the people that would come in were also shit. So if you're elderly and order chili at that place, I want you to know I personally hate you. Mostly because this one dude I have a vendetta against. Fucking asshole, man. He was like a lawyer. He was like 900 years old. Fucking came in, was like trying to, would sometimes joke around, but like being a teen, you don't really care because he's old and his opinion doesn't matter. But like, motherfucker would just, called me a dipshit one time. I was so close to just fucking fighting him on the side of the street. I was so ready to risk it all, y'all. I was ready to just quit my job and kill him. For legal reasons, that was a joke, by the way. But anyway, that's, yeah, Mr. Burns. It's just literally older than the fucking sun. Older than, like, time itself. Was there when the Big Bang happened. Probably consisted of the fucking noxious fumes that propagated the universe in the heydays of fucking creation. But, like, dude, fuck that guy, first off. Anyway, this is the plaza that we're at right now. I know you can't see it because you can't see out the window or anything. But it's a really nice place. It's not, like, super complicated, but, like, I would come here all the time. You could get, like, ice cream. Unfortunately, that ice cream place closed down because God hates me. We're going to park somewhere relatively nearby, I guess. Let's go here. Or at least somewhere around here. Because the main point that I wanted to make was showing the fucking theater, right? Ah, that place closed down too. What is this space even used for? It's just being leased out all the goddamn time. Anyway, after I show you the theater and like a few other places, I think I'm going to end my stream. It's been very fun doing this thus far. So I'm glad that you guys, those in chat might not know Twitch's. Oh yeah, follow the Twitch if you haven't. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. But as you can see right there, that theater is my favorite theater, and all the stories associated with it are over there. And I honestly might check that out after I end my stream. I can't get popcorn unless I go to a different one. So that is a theater. I don't want to leave the car because I don't want to get other people in trouble. But over there is this place called Teddy's. And it was my favorite burger place of all time. Except maybe like... No, actually, that is actually my favorite burger place. What is your account? Yeah, I have a Twitch. Twitch.tv/Hamasamakun. It's the same as all my other platforms. Should add some popcorn machine to your wish list. I added popcorn making stuff, but like... Hear me out. If anybody buys me a popcorn machine from my wish list once I add it, you can have permanent Hama's favorite forever. You will be my best friend. We'll fucking game. It'll be a whole thing. So you touch grass? I touched ocean. Leave me alone. And also, as for where I worked, and that was a lot closer than I meant to be, that over there is Zippy's. That's where I used to work. So that was kind of just my life. That is the entirety of my life. There's also a Muay Thai place over there. I thought that was Taekwondo before. Anyway, I'm going to explore around so I could buy for you. You know what? Honestly, when I figure out where I'm going to be permanently, then I'll add it, because I don't want to have to bother moving a popcorn machine. But I do appreciate it. I will put it on there. But, you know, in the meantime, Karma, there's some Kamen Rider toys on my wish list if you want to buy those. Specifically the zombie buckle for Geets, because I want to cosplay Buffa, because Buffa was my favorite character from that entire show. But anyway, so that is going to be the stream. And could afford to buy your popcorn making machine thing. To be fair, I also just game in the server occasionally. You have a wish list? I do. I have an Amazon wish list. It's mostly easier to find on my Twitch. Machine, small or large. Probably like a small. I don't need like a big one. I just need popcorn. Anyway, that's been my stream. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you guys so much for helping us reach 200 in donations. I've also missed you, Twig. But I will see you guys, I guess, tomorrow for probably another maid outfit stream. Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. Subscribe if you haven't already. And maybe join the Discord. You can find it in the link in the description. Highly recommend doing that. But I will catch you all tomorrow, and I will see you then. Mama Sama stream is on the weekend because my mom works when I stream, because I stream in the middle of the day. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.